Okay, so today's garden tasks are pretty simple, just kind of going around double checking we didn't have any damage from the storm. We'll be tying up any tomatoes that need it and doing a little pinching back on some of my cut flowers and probably cutting off a lot of my peonies that didn't survive the rainstorm. So let's go. Okay, so before we get started out in our gardening chores for today, let's have something a little refreshing. So the other day I picked some of my rhubarb and I made just a quick rhubarb compote. So you can do this by just boiling your rhubarb with a little bit of water and sugar, and then it kind of just mashes up like this. So I'm just going to put, using my left hand, I'm just going to put a nice big scoop of that, maybe 2 scoops in my glass. There we go. And then I have my sparkling water flavored ginger ale. So it's all natural, no sugar, no fake sugars. So it's not sweet, but the compote's a bit sweet. So we're just going to kind of mix that up. And you can have it plain like this, or we might be adding some of this in later. It is a Summertide gin from Cooper King Distillery. Oh yeah, that's nice and refreshing. I think I'll wait on this until after I'm done with the pruners. Alright, so the tomatoes are looking really good. Just going to come in here, and you can see how this one, after the last time I wrapped it, it needs another go. So just going to kind of open the strings and pull it through once. And then what I can also do sometimes is I will cross the strings like that and just push it right back through. So there we go. I've done this one already earlier this morning, and then this one here obviously needs to go around. Okay, now this one here, you can see it's split into like 2, kind of weird, split into like 2 main stems. So I'm just going to be treating them the same. A couple of my tomatoes did that. This one did it too. You see that? We're just like bead. It's not even like really a sucker by the time it got there. And these as I was tying it. Come back in So as you can see, as it gets taller, I'll be coming in and pulling off a lot of these branches as well that are anything pretty much below the edge of the fence is going to get pulled off, which is why I planted the marigolds. So, oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Vanilla marigolds, which I'd never really seen or grown before, so I was very excited to get those in my seed swap. Here's a real quick little update on my lettuce. So if you watch the video where I cut it all back down to here last week and harvested it all. And you can see all the new lettuce that is growing back already. So it is the cut and come again. So I should get 2 or 3 before I have to bother pulling them. And I have already started some new seeds. And then over here, I've got some radishes that decided they wanted to flower instead of becoming a bulb. So I've got 2 of them that are doing that. But I do have one, and this is my first ever radish. For some reason, I have trouble growing them, so should we see how it's doing? Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty little red color. Yep, I'm going to stick you right back there just for now. I'll bring you inside later. And then this is the one I also have. See, the other ones you can see they're not bulbing up at all. They just went straight to seeds. So I don't know why the one chose to go and these went to seed, but we'll be eating those seed pods, so I'm not sad about that. And my snappy. Hello. So you can see this lettuce all is starting to come back too. I cut quite a bit it down, if you had remembered in that video. I do have some more radishes in here. Hopefully some of those will bulb up as well. So far I only have the one. And then I did stick a pepper plant in there because I had a few extra. My tiny Tims. They're chock full of tomatoes in there, and they're pretty big. But nothing's too green, so maybe I'll give these guys a little prune. There's still plenty of leaves on this thing. I didn't damage it or harm it in any way, shape, or form taking that many off. And if anything, it'll help prevent any disease or mildew or anything getting in there. A little bit of airflow, help pollinate stuff too. But yeah, I'll be happy to see these guys turning red anytime soon. So will Gizmo. Gizmo's got his eye on these guys. So like always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and take a look at these tomatoes. They're pretty happy. I pruned them up to the level of the deck. Gives them a lot more airflow, and I did split the video up into 2 parts. So the next video will be pinching back my cut flowers and also cutting back my peonies and making a bouquet. Thanks for watching.